Hi, my name is Evan Archella, and I'd like to show you some tips and tricks for Microsoft Live at EDU. Let's take a look at co-authoring in Microsoft Office web apps on SkyDrive. Here's a SkyDrive folder that I have shared out with some other users, and you can see I've uploaded a couple of documents here, a OneNote file and a Excel file. When we talk about the Office web apps, they come in four versions: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. Of those, Excel and OneNote feature something we call co-authoring. If I was to hover over this Excel file, go ahead and edit this in the browser. What I want you to see here at the bottom right-hand corner is it says two people editing. If I click this, I can get a pop-up that shows me exactly who those people are. Now, Lisa Andrews is the demo profile that I'm using for this demonstration. Sanjay is another user off somewhere else who also happens to have access to this folder, and he's able to come in and work on this file. Now, co-authoring means we can do that at the same time, and our changes are going to be reflected back and forth and pretty close to real time. Now, let me point out just something quickly about the spreadsheet that I'm working in. You can see I'm kind of scrolled down here a little bit, so you don't see my cell numbers and letters across the top and the row information on the left-hand side. It is there. I've just kind of scrolled down so you can get a better view of this information. But when you go into the Excel web app, you'll have your cell locations, your row and your cell headers. You'll have borders on your cells if you want to have that. I just don't happen to have that turned on in this particular spreadsheet. With the co-authoring, what we're going to do is keep an eye on the sales revenue area up here. So if Lisa is working on inventory turnover down here at the bottom, for example, she can be working on this area of the spreadsheet while Sanjay is somewhere else updating another section of the spreadsheet. And his changes are being reflected here in pretty close to real time. So Lisa can continue to work down here in her section of the spreadsheet. Sanjay can work in his section of the spreadsheet. And when we're done, those changes will be saved and reflected back and forth for each user. Let me go ahead and close out of Excel. I want to show you how this works in OneNote. So OneNote is the other web app that features co-authoring. The nice thing about that is if you're in a notebook and you're doing some brainstorming or you're working on a project, and for example here, let's start writing down what the goals for this project are. Well, Lisa can be writing her goals. Sanjay can be writing his goals at the same time. Again, those changes are reflected in pretty close to real time. If I come up to the View tab, click Show Authors, it'll actually show me here in OneNote who's been making what contribution to this particular notes page. You also have page versions, so like the version history we've seen in Word and PowerPoint in the web apps, you can actually look at different versions of individual OneNote pages here as well. Let me give you a few resources for Live at EDU. Microsoft.com/live at EDU is the main Live at EDU website. You can learn more about the program there. You'll also find the Live at EDU blog to be a useful place for learning about what's new with these tools, things that may be coming along, different changes that we're making. You'll also find help.outlook.com to be a helpful place for the Outlook Live application itself. This is the same place you can get to if you go to the little blue circle with the white question mark in it within the Outlook Live application itself. Both ways will take you to help.outlook.com. Also, if you go to Bing, do a search for Office Web Apps Product Guide, you'll get a detailed PDF on all the features that are included in our Office Web Apps applications, which are now integrated into SkyDrive. Thanks again for your time today. I look forward to having you on another screencast.